Federal government announced it will no longer release its yearly hunger report. Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Mark McPherson.
And I'm Mackenzie Davis. That's raising concerns here in Wisconsin about how communities will track and respond to need.
WMTV's Shana Najawan is live in the studio with how area pantries are preparing for the change. Shana.
That annual USDA report has been a key tool for food banks and pantries for decades. Now, local leaders say they'll have to rely more heavily on their own data, and at a time when demand is only climbing.
Federal funding has an impact kind of even in areas that you don't necessarily think about.
The USDA says it will no longer release its yearly household food security report, a move food banks say makes it harder to prove and track need.
We have a less clear picture of what's going on, and it also harms our case to actually be able to make like a coherent, like well-grounded argument for funders of a variety of sorts, whether that's government, business, corporate, private donors.
And the system is already seeing record demand.
This year so far, we've served over 14,000 unduplicated individuals.
The River Food Pantry reports visits are up 14% this year, more than 237,000 so far.
We need more kind of scientifically or kind of like wider based studies to get a better picture of food insecurity overall.
Second Harvest Food Bank of Southern Wisconsin echoed this concern in a statement, writing, quote, "It's disappointing that this long-standing data source has been politicized and will no longer be available. The insights provided through the yearly household food security report have played a vital role in helping food banks understand and track food security trends over time." For now, organizations say they will keep gathering as much information as they can while leaning on the community for support.
There's no real substitute for government data when it comes to getting an in-depth picture, whether that's state, county levels, by zip code, voting tract, all those different ways that the government breaks down that data, that organizations like your average food pantry just doesn't have the resources to do that.
And without the report, Wisconsin pantries will now have to depend on their own numbers and whatever state and local data is available to track hunger trends. Live in the studio, Shana Najawan, WMTV 15 News.
Shana, thank you. And these nonprofits are bracing for even higher demand in the months ahead as the holiday season is typically its busiest time of year.